Hello, my name is Parker Lee. First of all, thank you for giving my company, Milestone Marketing, the opportunity to assess your partnership as Infiniti with Red Bull as part of the Formula One racing circuit, as part of Infiniti Red Bull Racing. First of all, we want to share some initial findings from our assessment with you, then we will give our conclusion recommendation for you. When it comes to luxury automobiles, Infiniti isn't one of the classic names you tend to hear of. Most people will think of Mercedes, BMW, Porsche, brands like that. And so for Infiniti to dive into that market and be competitive, had to do something big, had to do something a little out of the box. And joining the Formula One racing circuit was actually the perfect way to do that. It gives you as Infiniti an opportunity to reach a global audience. Formula One, the way it's set up, there are races throughout the world in Australia, Malaysia, North and South America, Europe, all over the world there's races, so you can really tap into different corners of the market that you wouldn't otherwise be able to. You were able to get in at the right time. If we look at your website on Infiniti discussing your partnership, it reads Formula One is the most advanced, most watched, and most exclusive racing series on Earth, and Infiniti Red Bull Racing has been one of the most dominant teams in the sport for much of the last decade. Our partnership matches Infiniti's vast engineering and research and development resources with Red Bull's racing experience. The results? Exceptional performance both on and off the track. And that partnership, that championship formula, has been intact since becoming the title sponsor, title partner for Red Bull Racing. As far as a marketing strategy, you as Infiniti have not made an effort to hide that you want to tap into the Chinese market. That has become the biggest auto market in the world, and so it's natural and frankly smart to do what you can to tap into that market. In a recent article in the Christian Science Monitor, this was coming after the announcement in September of 2014 that Infiniti had announced a partnership with Chinese automaker Dongfeng to boost sales in China. Infiniti's midterm target in China is to raise its annual sales to 100,000 cars by 2018, over half of which are to be locally built models. So that's definitely a good goal, a good step in the right direction. But it's important to acknowledge that the competition is stiff in China. You at Infiniti see the importance for tapping into that market, but so do the other luxury car brands. Luxury cars are bigger in China than anywhere else in the world, and the other brands know that. In 2014, Infiniti ranked 6th in car sales among the luxury brands. The number one brand was Audi, selling just over 600,000 cars, followed by BMW at about 500,000. Mercedes was next at 357,000. Lexus and Volvo followed at just under 100,000, and then Infiniti was next, selling 33,790 luxury vehicles in China. So to reach 100,000 in a year, you'd be tripling what you're currently doing, which is definitely a great goal. But it's important to acknowledge that there's still competition in that field. Now, it's important to realize also that you, by joining the Formula One circuit, have given yourself a competitive advantage over some of those other brands. Now, Mercedes does have a team in the Formula One circuit, as you know. So taking their business by way of Formula One would be more difficult. But if you look at brands like Volvo, Audi, for example, they don't have a team. They don't have racers, cars in the Formula One circuit. So if you're going to take business from anybody, That's where you can make your biggest dent. That's where you can really tap into the market through Formula One, is to show that competitive advantage, show that you are a part of that circuit, that your cars are among some of the best in the world in competition, whereas, say, an Audi or Volvo, they can't say that. So putting that up there as far as competition is going to be crucial going forward. As far as the Infiniti and Red Bull marketing mix is concerned, with Infiniti, the product is a luxury vehicle. It's on par with brands like Mercedes, BMW. That's the market that Infiniti has put itself in, and the price goes right along with that. The price is going to be more on the premium side, as opposed to if you're just buying a general car from Kia or Ford, for example. Those aren't going to cost you as much money, but you're also not going to get as much. So for Infiniti, that higher price reflects the quality that you're getting. With Red Bull, from a product standpoint, it's an energy drink that has a unique taste, and it's on the higher end as far as price is concerned when compared with other energy drinks. It's going to cost you a little more than some. It's in competition right up there with Monster and Rockstar. But Red Bull is the preeminent energy drink to come out on the market that's stuck since the beginning. So it has its loyal fans that have been there from day one, and they're willing to pay that price. As far as place is concerned, that takes on two meanings for Infiniti. First of all, there's the place where vehicles are actually sold. That's going to be in your dealerships, which are, for Infiniti, tend to be on the cutting edge, very modern, very inviting to more of an upscale crowd. Red Bull you can find anywhere. Any convenience store or grocery store is going to have it. Even sporting goods stores are starting to carry it. And with promotion, Formula One goes right along with that. Any member of the Infiniti Red Bull racing team you see is going to be plastered with shirts, hats, the car itself. The Red Bull and Infiniti logos are preeminent. Anybody who sees a winning racer or the car itself is immediately going to make that connection. So with the partnership going forward, it's really works well for both sides. With Infiniti, you get to tap into that market without having to start up your own team. You have an experienced team to work with, and for Red Bull, that association is going to be just as valuable. As we have assessed the overall partnership, looked at the different aspects of it, it is our recommendation that you continue to maintain this relationship and that you extend it going forward. With that said, we have a few suggestions about how to maximize your return on investment to get the most out of the partnership. First of all, we feel that you did get in at the right time. You were able to do it in the right way. You're able to make a partner that works for you. Now, going forward, you need to capitalize on that even more. There's a growing niche that you need to tap into. We suggest that you look at the tech moguls in Silicon Valley in California. Just 2 days ago, New York Times released an article saying that the racetrack is replacing the golf course. Many tech moguls are renting out tracks to meet up with each other. People, executives from Google, Facebook, Apple, they're meeting up on the racetrack to not only race, but to also collaborate. You need to find a way to get involved in that, get your name tied to that. Having a relationship with higher ups in Apple and Google is only going to help you in the future. We also suggest that you have a solid face of the organization. With Sebastian Vettel, you had a proven winner on your side. But when he left for Ferrari, that left a void. You need to find somebody who can fill that void, who can be the face of the organization, a proven winner this relationship has proven that it is a winner, and so it needs a face to go along with that. And if you can do that, this relationship can work for many years going forward.